Hey there, Alan Matthews here from Classical Guitar Shed. Please, at your leisure, go over to classicalguitarshed.com. You will find all sorts of tutorials and aids to your classical guitar journey. There is a lot over there, a lot of free downloadable resources, all kind of stuff. You can also get on the email list if you'd like to and get an email every Saturday morning. In this video, I'd like to talk to you just for a moment about the before bed review. You have a subconscious, and before you think this is going to get all new agey on you, it's not. But there is part of your brain that you are not consciously controlling. Of course, you know this is not a new concept, but this is highly active while we are sleeping, while we're unconscious, right? One of the things that it does is that our short-term memory gets integrated into long-term memory in our sleep cycle. It's in our REM sleep. And so if we do something right before bed, if we bring it back to our attention right before bed, our brain gives some special import to that and actually integrates it, builds the neurons and the synapses and whatever it does in there throughout the night, and we actually then integrate that and learn that better. That's why it's also important to practice every day instead of just one big chunk on the weekend, is because we need those sleep cycles to be able to integrate what we're actually learning. So even if you just play for 3 minutes before bed or 3 minutes a day anytime, that's better than playing just one big chunk on the weekend. But for the relevance of what we're talking about right now, if you play for just a few minutes and review the stuff from your practice right before bed, or if you just practice right before bed within the last couple of hours before you go to sleep, you will actually incorporate and learn these things faster. It will actually get assimilated into your long-term memory more quickly. So what do you do in this review? Well, if you're playing pieces, especially if you're memorizing pieces, then certainly go through and slowly review what it is that you're working on, you're memorizing. You can also just go through the issues that you addressed in your practice. So if you're working on the detail from this chord to this chord and the way that shifted, then just go through it a couple of times. Oh, that's right. I was in this position and then my arm dropped and I went down here to this position, or whatever it is, and just talk through it so that you're actually explaining it to yourself. So you're explaining each little thing as if you were someone else. You're reviewing and articulating what it is exactly that you want to incorporate and remember and become part of your automatic way that you do something. It could be, I'm learning this scale shape, and so this is how it goes. It's this pattern. And you do that right before bed a couple of times, and you'll actually remember that better. It also, and another reason for apart from the memory, the elevated memory and learning speed, it's also can be really relaxing, especially if you have big shifts or big stretches in a piece. If you're working on a really tough bar chord section or something, then you can very gently, just without even pressing the notes down and just touching the frets, just go through how it works in the hand and train that relaxation into it, and that focus before bed and that attention to all these details can be very relaxing and can actually put you in bed. When I was first learning the prelude to the La Cathédrale, Augustin Barrios' Cathedral, it was all these chords, and I was very tense in playing all these chords because it's a lot up here and there's all this kind of stuff. The way that I did it was I would just practice this before bed very lightly and very quietly, turn the lights down a little bit and just gently play through these, not even worrying about if it was buzzing or anything. But the main reason was to say, I just want the experience of this being really light and easy and beautiful and something that's really kind of a lullaby to myself. And so I practiced that piece right before bed and ended up getting it much quicker than I would have otherwise, and with a lot less tension and all sorts of things. So that was really nice. And by the time I went to bed, I was just completely knocked out because I was so relaxed after dealing with some beautiful music. Reasons to have the before bed review. Hope that helps. I hope you can do a little bit of something before bed, even if it's just a couple of minutes to review what you're doing. And please go over to classicalguitarshed.com when you are able and willing and want to find some good guitar stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, would you like to play more cleanly with more speed and precision, with more beautiful phrasing, and know that you're actually coming forward and progressing in a logical way on your guitar? Well, if so, you might want to check out the Woodshed. The Woodshed is a full practice solution. You'll find a massive library of play-along practice videos. You get a clear step-by-step progression. There's a massive practice library there with videos that you actually play along with. So practice along videos, training your different areas of your technique so that you know that that's solid. You get all the courses on Classical Guitar Shed, free webcam check-ins and video reviews so that you always know that you're on track with personalized one-on-one feedback. And most of all, you get the peace of mind knowing that you are on a specific track that leads from here to there. If this sounds interesting to you, then you can find more information following the link in the description, or you can go to classicalguitarshed.com, click on the membership button right in the center of the menu, and you'll learn all about it. Take care.